Hello and welcome to another update video about Cosmos Atom. Had a lot of requests for updates, but really there isn't much to update because no change really since my last video. Obviously, unfortunately, the wave, here it needs to be here. The wave 4 here, which we had on the chart, came down too low. Actually, to be a wave 4, I mean, it's not invalidated really. Yeah, you can't count that as invalidation because we have not cut into the wave 1 price range, which would be here at 977. Yeah, at the latest there it would be invalidated, but the wave 4 was too deep. Yeah, so that's not ideal, and that doesn't give a lot of confidence in this fifth wave, which is still to happen. The ideal level here for that fourth wave would have been actually the 1225 level. Now, I gave it sort of the benefit of the doubt and said, okay, until it's as long as it stays above here the 1160 level or 1150, that it's still acceptable because this was a previous support level, but we dropped even below that. So for me, this is lost in, I've lost confidence in this move. Yeah. The point here is very clearly either it moves up now in a fifth wave from a too low wave 4, which is not ideal, or it turns basically into junk. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, there is still the possibility for a potentially counting. I checked that before the video to count this here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here the fifth wave here. Then we would already be in a wave 2. Yeah, it is possible, but the point is also then, based on this, it would need to move now really, because we've got an ABC now as complete. If it drops any lower, I think, I don't have much confidence then anymore in this breakout to the upside. So also it doesn't add up with the subdivisions very nicely in terms of counting. So this would still be my favorite count, or alternatively, of course, in that all of this was just a correction and we're now coming down in an impulse. A problem here again is that the move down is actually not very impulsive. Yeah, and it's not it's sort of very, again, characteristic of the current market, which is very indecisive. So for me, this is not a great count anymore, not a great chart. But yeah, it either pulls off or not. My strategy here, I would wait now. Yeah, I would wait until this fifth works out, if it works out. And if it works out, then I would wait for the correction afterwards. So we could have here 5 waves up. Yeah, that would give some confidence, at least, that we are in the beginning of a breakout. But even if these 5 waves are complete, then we'd be looking at the wave 2 afterwards, because this would then count as a wave 1, and the wave 2 correction afterwards would then be another possible entry point. So yeah, this is sort of where we are at the moment. Unless the price does something where I do a bit of a rethink, or some other price information comes into the chart that would give me a bit more confidence. Yeah, I'm not too confident into this breakout anymore. It's certainly possible still, but what we do is always looking for the ideal patterns here. Now, what would be important for a breakout? First of all, you can see we are still in this sort of descending wedge here. We did fake out to the upside, came down sort of, but yeah, we failed sort of to break out, right? We failed to break out. So that breakout would be needed, obviously. Yeah, we would need to move out of the wedge to the upside, break above the 50-day moving average, which is at $13.30 at the moment, and then move higher. And the target would be always first of all, the beginning of the wedge, which is at $17. And afterwards, we've got the $20 level. Yeah. That would be now ideal for a bullish breakout. But again, if we lose this low here at 1060, I can tell you that's not great. I mean, already here we're basically too far down. It doesn't add up anymore. I mean, this move up wasn't great anyway. You know that I said that this is quite an ugly chart, but it had potential. It had potential as long as it held the 1150 level. And even now we've dropped below that again. So yeah, I think here for me, it's just waiting now. Of course, it could go up, but it's a bit more of a gamble now. We haven't got a clear structure anymore. We haven't got a clear pattern. It's turned a bit into a mess. So yeah, this is sort of where we are, right? And if we drop below $8, which is the 78.6% fib level, then I will be very, very determined that we'll also drop below 556 and we'll see a new low. I don't find that very likely at the moment. But to be honest, if it doesn't work out now, it will turn into a mess, yeah, because it's already a very choppy chart. And if the bulls can't use the chance from here, they will have it very difficult over the next few weeks and months to do. Now, if we look at the indicators and let's take a look at the daily chart here, this also doesn't give a lot of confidence. I mean, we have now prevented a bullish crossover. That is never a good sign. Yeah, we were about to do a bullish crossover here and we lost it again. Yeah, never a good sign. Also here on the RSI, we're in the bearish range, which is also not great. Yeah. If we take a look at the 4-day chart, this is very difficult because the 4-day chart shows now, this is sort of more of a longer term one, has created a bearish crossover. Now, because Cosmos failed to move higher from here, we now have all this negative momentum against us. It failed to break above the 50 level here substantially on the 4-day chart, and this is just pushing the price down now. Yeah, it's pushing the price down, and that's also what has taken away some of the confidence I had. Yeah, and also here the 2-day chart as well. We even crossed the zero line here to the downside. So until I see this change again, by, for example, reduction in negative momentum, I think we are not very lucky with this chart at the moment. So I'll keep you updated nevertheless. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.